Hi there, it's Carolyn here, and welcome to Reinvention and the Simple Life, where my goal is to inspire you, to motivate you, to get you to look at things a wee bit differently, all on your road to reinvention and the simple life. Today, I'd like to recap on my series of My Minimalism, or as I call it, Less is More. And if you stick around to the end, I'll reveal why I have gone down this journey of minimalism, less is more, reinvention, and why I had to reinvent myself, and how I have created and continue to create my simple life. So, as I said, I'm just going to recap on what the whole series was about, and I will put a link to the series of videos in the comment box below. And also, I'll put it right here. No, here. You think I would figure this out? Here, right there. And also, if you hear knocking in the background, well, that's just Henrietta, my turtle. But onward. So on day one, I talked about exactly what is minimalism, what is my minimalism, what it is to me, and what it could be to you. And it is essentially about having more time. Although we all know there's only 24 hours in a day, but it's using your time a little bit differently. It's about having less stuff in many, many ways. And this whole process can bring you peace of mind. I dove deeply into this subject and asked you to consider why, for example, you purchase certain items, and then also why you keep certain items, because you know it's so easy, for example, to keep the family heirlooms from one generation to the next generation, even if you don't like them. I've created a series of questions as to why we do that, or certainly questions I've asked myself, and the answers have been revealed over time. I created, and I will put the link over here, on an exercise that you can do to answer those questions that I've posed. On the third day, I also posed to you the concept of minimalism, less is more, when you think of your friends versus your acquaintances, because there is a difference, and it's important to, in your mind, to sort those out. And that was on day 3. Finally, yesterday, I gave you an idea as to really how to start the journey of minimalism in the physical sense, on how you go about sorting out your stuff and determining what you should keep and what you should give away. And that's really the whole purpose, or it's a big step in the purpose of my minimalism. It's taking what you have and are not using, and paying it forward and giving it to someone who could really, really use it. Sometimes we need to be reminded of the whole cycle that we live in. And that is it. Now today, I'd just like to share with you why I have gone down this journey of my minimalism, my less is more strategy, and also how I continue to go down that road of reinvention and creating my simple life. Briefly, and not too deeply, but I did promise, I was a caregiver for many, many years. And my world was wrapped up in looking and caring for somebody else, somebody very, very dear to me. And when that role as a caregiver ceased, I was completely lost. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was. It was just one of those journeys that I had to go through. And what I am attempting to do in this channel is to reveal to you how you can do the same thing, how you can reinvent yourself create a simpler life, and come out the other end. I don't think this process ever stops. Certainly for me, something happens and it tweaks as to why I react a certain way or I do something a certain way. But I think it is a process in motion. And this could happen if you were a caregiver, as I said I was. It could happen if you become an empty nester or if your marital status changes. If you move to a different area, to a different state, to a different country, we all have our own path to lead, and we all can and do have the ability to reinvent ourselves. And so that has been the purpose of this channel. And this past week, I have talked about my minimalism, my less is more. I will put all of the information below. Thank you very, very much for following me. If you have enjoyed this series of videos, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. That I would appreciate. And until my next video, I wish everyone a good day. Toodles.